students, we have left with these 4 topics of your chapter number 1, that is abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance and polymorphism. So I'll be explaining one by one. First is encapsulation. Encapsulation means wrapping up of data and methods in one single unit, that is class, is called encapsulation. I have given you example in class of capsule that why the medicine is wrapped in the form of capsule, so as to protect it from heat, moisture, sunlight, that reactions may take place, but our medicine should be kept safe. In the similar way, in the software our data should be kept safe. That is why we are wrapping the data and methods means the behaviors of the object into one single unit. That single unit is known as class. So we will be covering every method and every data in the form of a class. So this example is showing you encapsulation. This is the class, like you did in 8th class also. For every Java program we need a class with the class keyword. So this is the example of the encapsulation, that ABC class is having data or variables of the object, and in this way, so like we have written public void display, these kind of methods will be there in which we will encapsulate the processes of the objects. जो भी object चाहता है behavior उसका, जो processes करनी चाहता है, we will cover it in methods, and the data to be supplied into the class is stored in the form of variables. These things we'll be covering in next chapters, right? So this is the encapsulation definition and example if it will come as question. So wrapping up of data and methods into a single unit, that is class, is known as encapsulation. So this is, I'm showing you class, these are the data of the object, and this is the method of the object, right? Next is inheritance. Now, what is inheritance? Inheritance is, if a class is there ABC, it has 2 methods. Suppose it is having plus and minus. पहले से हमारे लिए किसी ने plus और minus का objects का data बना के रखा हुआ है, right? And now DEF is coming. DEF means a class new is generated, and this user wants plus, minus, multiply and divide. Now 4 functions I want to do in my class. But in Java library, if a class is there and the Java is providing us the feature that you can inherit that class methods into your class, and you need not to write at least those functions which are already present in the Java library. अगर पहले से हमारे पास कुछ methods define होके पड़े हुए हैं, तो हमें सिर्फ अपने methods लिखने हैं, वो methods को हम वहीं से inherit कर सकते हैं. Inherit करना means extending that class. उस class के features अपनी class में लाना, plus अपने 2 और features को add कर देना. Suppose I want to add division, log calculate करना है, we have to calculate the power maximum of 2 numbers. Suppose these many features I want to do in my class. So it is a time saving technique that I'll inherit plus minus functions from that class, and I can add my own new methods, multiply, division, log, power, maximum of 2 numbers. This I will write, and we need not to write these functions because we are already inheriting from the parent class. Parent class here is referred to the class which is already present in the Java library. We can just write the import command or the extend command, and we can use that methods directly, and for the new methods we have to type the coding. So it is a kind of time saving technique that already present methods we can use it, and we can write the own method. So this class becomes the child class, or you can say derived class. So this is known as derived class, and this is known as parent class or super class. Okay, super class, derived class, parent class, child class. This is reminding you the example. Suppose somebody says that yes, you remember you resembles like your mother or your father. So this is telling you that child is acquiring the properties of the parent, some of the properties of the parent and some of the properties on his own, right? So it is telling you that DEF is a child class and ABC is the parent class. So in parent class already functions are written, and we are extending the properties of the parent class into our own class. This is the new class, and this is the super class which is already present. We are inheriting the features of that class, right? So this was the inheritance. Now next is polymorphism. Polymorphism. Now, polymorphism is telling us that we can use the same name of method for many figures. Suppose I am taking an example. Suppose I want to calculate the area of square, area of rectangle, area of circle. In any way, I am calculating the area but of different figures. That is, formula will be different for all, but we can use the same name. This is polymorphism. Poly means many, morphism means forms. So this is showing us that same name can be used for different forms of the formula. The question will come into your mind is that how can a compiler will think that which method is being called. I'll show you one example.